Hi, ArcfieldWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday morning, July the 16th. Well, if you're in the Mid-Atlantic region, it's another very, very humid morning. There is some good news, however. It looks like the humidity will lower by late in the day on Friday, and comfortable conditions are likely for much of the Mid-Atlantic region on Friday night and Saturday. A cold front looks like it'll make its way off the eastern seaboard by late in the day on Friday. The bad news is that it looks like between now and then there could be multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Any of those showers and thunderstorms can produce additional heavy rainfall in the Mid-Atlantic region. Well, certainly they don't need that. Saturated grounds right now. It looks like the best chance today will be late in the afternoon and especially this evening for the next round of showers and thunderstorms. Before we focus in on that, let's take a look at the tropical scene. We still have this tropical wave now over the Panhandle region of Florida. It has a chance, probably a 50-50 chance of becoming a named tropical storm over the next couple of days. Whether or not it does become a named tropical storm, it will continue to produce some heavy rainfall right here, right along the northern Gulf states here, the northern Gulf region. But again, there's about a 50-50 chance that it becomes a named tropical system. We'll continue to watch it, and certainly southeastern Louisiana will get some decent rainfall out of this tropical system. Now, in terms of severe weather potential, this is the forecast map probability outlook by NOAA's Storm Prediction Center for later today and tonight. And certainly there is a chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms all the way from the Front Range and the Colorado Rockies all the way to the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, could be some strong to severe thunderstorms in this area. Certainly any thunderstorm can produce some heavy rainfall, especially in the Mid-Atlantic region where dew points are quite high, overall humidity levels are quite high. Now, we'll move into the day on Thursday right here, and we'll see a continuation of that threat of some strong to severe thunderstorms in much of the Mid-Atlantic region, northeast U.S. Again, this is on Thursday night. All of that diminishes by later in the day on Friday as the next cold front looks like it'll sweep the coast by late in the day on Friday. Well, here's the forecast map of total rainfall over the next 5 days from last night's 0Z run of the GFS. By the way, these maps from tropicaltidbits.com. A few areas to highlight. First of all, down in the Gulf region right here, this rainfall is associated with that tropical wave. Again, it has a decent chance of becoming a named tropical storm, but whether or not it becomes named, it'll produce some heavy rainfall, especially over the southeastern part of Louisiana over the next couple of days as it meanders from the Florida Panhandle westward right along that northern Gulf region. Now, also, continue to have this influx of Pacific Ocean moisture, monsoonal flow of air into the Four Corners region over the next several days here. There will be periodic showers and thunderstorms. Arizona, New Mexico, even Colorado and Utah will get in on some of the action. This is pretty typical for the second half of the summer season here. Just maybe a little bit early here, but we do have a monsoonal flow in the southwestern part of the nation that will contribute to some mainly afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms in the Four Corners region. Now, the heaviest rainfall looks like it'll be in this area right here, cutting across the mid to northern Mississippi Valley region into the Ohio Valley, and then into the eastern part of the nation. Again, there can be showers and thunderstorms late today and especially this evening across the Mid-Atlantic region, places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Some of this rain very likely will be heavy at times, exacerbating flash flooding situation. Of course, we've had some flash floods in the Mid-Atlantic region and in several parts of the nation over the last couple of weeks, and it certainly looks like there can be some more problems to deal with over the next, let's say, 48 hours or so. And by late in the day on Friday, especially Friday night and Saturday, lower humidity from southeastern Canada, a lower humidity air mass will flow into the northeastern part of the nation, making for a nice breaking in the action, probably all the way down to D.C. To start the upcoming weekend. But by the early part of next week, probably back into the soup again with more heat and humidity. But I will say no intense heat is in sight for this part of the nation. It very well could turn out that 3-day period a few weeks ago where temperatures peaked each day 95 to 100 degrees in that D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor certainly could turn out to be the highest temperatures all summer long. We'll just see about that. We still have a long way to go, but no intense heat is in sight. Well, we talked about in a prior video that all it takes is kind of a short wave in the upper part of the atmosphere with this kind of humidity in the lower middle parts of the atmosphere and across the middle Atlantic region to set off some shower and thunderstorm activity. And we've had multiple disturbances doing just that over the last several days in the middle Atlantic region, and another one is in the offing for later today and tonight. Here is the forecast map from last night, 0Z run for this morning, and here is that short wave showing up here right over the eastern Ohio Valley as we begin the day here on Wednesday. Another one right on its heels here out over the central part of the U.S. We'll move forward in time. This particular short wave area of vorticity in the upper part of the atmosphere slides to the east, and this is why I believe there are very likely going to be more showers and thunderstorms in the middle Atlantic region late today and especially this evening with this next short wave, which indeed looks quite impressive on this forecast map for early tonight. Then we'll go into the day on Thursday, and we'll have likely another short wave right here that could set off more shower and thunderstorm activity in the middle Atlantic region. Still quite humid day on Thursday. And Thursday looks like it'll be the peak of the heat and humidity in the middle Atlantic region. Probably high temperatures around 95 degrees Thursday afternoon in D.C., maybe the lower 90s in Philly and New York City. And with that high heat and humidity will come likely another round of showers and thunderstorms. Now, notice out here in the southwestern states, you can see these wind barbs right here. This shows a southerly flow of air right off of the eastern Pacific Ocean area into the Four Corners region. All these wind barbs here are showing that flow of air out of the south and southwest. And again, that's your monsoonal flow, Pacific Ocean moisture flowing into the Four Corners states of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. Monsoon really, technically speaking, refers to a seasonal wind, and that is what happens even in the southwestern U.S. We get this seasonal wind where basically there's a flow of air from the ocean to the land mass, and in this particular case, it produces some monsoonal rainfall, again, primarily in the form of afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms in this part of the nation. Meanwhile, that tropical system right in this area right here pushing some Gulf moisture right into the southern part of Louisiana, where there can be a few inches of rain over the next couple of days. Now, let's move a little bit forward in time here into the day on Friday. You can see that wave up here over southeastern Canada. There's a cold front that it's dragging south and east, and it looks like this time this cold front does sweep off the eastern seaboard, paving the way for comfortable conditions. Probably D.C. and very likely Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and northward get into that comfortable air mass for Friday night and Saturday. But again, that front looks like this time, instead of stalling in the area, which we're dealing with right now, a stalled out frontal system in the Middle Atlantic region, this next front looks like it does clear the east coast by Friday night, paving the way for a nice start to the upcoming weekend over here. But by the time we get to Sunday and especially Monday, we have more short waves to deal with. Could even be some showers and thunderstorms as early as, let's say, Saturday night in the Mid-Atlantic region. But at least for Friday night and most of the day on Saturday, looks like kind of a break in the action. But the humidity starts to return by Saturday night and Sunday, and potentially another round of showers and thunderstorms, yet another short wave right here on Sunday morning right across the middle part of the nation. Meanwhile, Southwest still dealing with that monsoonal flow of air from the moist eastern Pacific Ocean into the Four Corners region. Well, let's wrap up with looking at the surface forecast maps again from last night's 0Z run of the GFS. Nothing showing up here as of early this morning, but add in a little bit of daytime heating and that short wave moving through. By the time we get to the late afternoon, especially the evening hours, this is a forecast map for 8 p.m. Eastern time, by the way, you'll have very likely a breakout of showers and thunderstorms, and some of those showers and thunderstorms can produce heavy rainfall. Right now, there are no flash flood watches up in the Mid-Atlantic region, but that certainly can change later on today, because all it will take is a little bit more heavy rain to potentially produce some localized flash flooding conditions. This rainfall down here by later today associated with that tropical wave, and here we go, we see some green scattered about Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, especially Colorado front range here. There could be some strong to severe thunderstorms. Denver, maybe just east of Denver in the plains areas here on the eastern side of Colorado, and maybe some afternoon and evening showers and storms across Utah as well, partly contributed by that monsoonal flow of air. Now let's move forward here. Stays pretty wet overnight tonight in much of the Mid-Atlantic region. Heavier rainfall over southeastern Louisiana. Looks like kind of the bullseye for the rainfall from this tropical system moving the southeastern part of Louisiana. Then we go into the day on Thursday, Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. And at this time, we'll see that strong wave over southeastern Canada and its associated cold front system right in this area, right here, backed up by Canadian high pressure system that moves over the Great Lakes region by Thursday night, and that then moves into the northeastern part of the nation, at least it's influencing the northeastern weather by Friday. And here is that lower humidity air mass pushing from southeastern Canada into the northeast U.S. and all the way down into the Mid-Atlantic region. Looks like by the time we get to Friday night, certainly comfortable conditions, Philadelphia, north and east. Maybe DC will be hanging on to the threat of showers for a little while, but even there, I believe by the time we get to Saturday, right here, we have this high pressure system that originated over Canada, centered over the Mid-Atlantic region on Saturday. It looks like a pretty nice day for this stage of the summer season. DC and certainly Philadelphia, New York City, and much of New England will have a nice day on Saturday. Then we have that next short wave that starts to move in, starts to affect things by Saturday night, at least across the central and western Mid-Atlantic region, certainly the Ohio Valley. Notice still some scattered areas of showers and thunderstorms over the Four Corners states here. This higher humidity returns to the Mid-Atlantic region and potentially the threat of showers and thunderstorms, let's say by late Saturday night into the day on Sunday. So the good news for the Mid-Atlantic, it's like a break in the action for at least Friday night and much of the day on Saturday. But between now and then, we have multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms, the next of which looks most likely to reach the I-95 corridor region at the end of the afternoon into the evening hours, and certainly some of that rainfall can be heavy at times. That's it for now for ArcFieldWeather.com. This has been meteorologist Paul Dorian.